Ever been driving down the highway, seen a Brightway insurance sign, and wondered, are they actually any good? I know I have. With so many insurance companies out there, it's tough to know who to trust, especially when it comes to protecting your most valuable assets. So, in this video, we're diving deep into Brightway Insurance to answer that very question. Is Brightway a good company? Before we get into the specifics of Brightway, let's talk about what makes a good insurance company in the first place. There are a few key factors to consider. First, financial stability. You want an insurer that can actually pay out claims when you need them. This is often reflected in financial strength ratings from agencies like AM Best, Moody's, and Standard & Poor's. These ratings give you an independent assessment of an insurer's ability to meet its financial obligations. Next up is customer service. Dealing with insurance can be stressful, especially after an accident or other incident. A company with excellent customer service can make a huge difference in your experience. Look for things like easy-to-reach representatives, efficient claims processing, and helpful online resources. Then there's coverage and pricing. Obviously, you want an insurance policy that adequately protects you, whether it's for your car, home, or business. But you also want a policy that fits your budget. Finding the right balance between coverage and cost is crucial. And finally, claims handling. This is where the rubber meets the road. A smooth and efficient claims process is essential. You want a company that's responsive, fair, and gets you back on your feet quickly. Now, let's bring Brightway Insurance into the picture. Brightway is a bit different from traditional insurance companies. They operate on a franchise model. This means that individual agencies are independently owned and operated, but they use the Brightway brand and have access to a wide range of insurance carriers. This franchise model has some potential advantages. Because Brightway agencies can access multiple carriers, they can theoretically offer a wider variety of policies and potentially find better rates for their customers. This is a big selling point for them. Instead of being tied to a single insurance company's offerings, they can shop around for the best fit. However, the franchise model also presents some potential challenges. Because each agency is independently owned, the customer experience can vary significantly from one location to another. You might have a fantastic experience with one Brightway agent and a less than stellar experience with another. This lack of consistency can be a concern. So, how does Brightway stack up in terms of those key factors we discussed earlier? Let's start with financial stability. Because Brightway itself isn't an insurance carrier, they don't receive financial strength ratings in the same way. Instead, the financial stability of the underlying insurance carriers they work with is what matters. This means you need to look at the ratings of the companies whose policies you're considering through Brightway. Your Brightway agent should be able to provide you with information about the financial strength of the carriers they represent. What about customer service? This is where things get a bit more complicated due to the franchise model. Online reviews for Brightway are mixed. Some customers report positive experiences, praising their agents for being helpful and responsive. Others, however, have reported issues with communication, claims handling, and overall service. It's important to remember that these reviews often reflect individual agency experiences, not necessarily the entire Brightway organization. When it comes to coverage and pricing, Brightway's access to multiple carriers can be a definite advantage. They can often provide a wider range of options and potentially find competitive rates. However, it's still crucial to compare quotes from multiple sources, including direct insurers and other independent agencies, to ensure you're getting the best deal. Don't just assume that because they have access to many carriers, they'll automatically have the lowest price. Claims handling is another area where experiences can vary depending on the specific agency and the underlying insurance carrier. While Brightway provides some support and resources to its franchisees, the actual claims process is typically handled by the insurance company whose policy you have. This means that your experience with a claim will depend largely on the claims handling process of that specific carrier. So, is Brightway a good company? There's no simple yes or no answer. They offer some potential advantages, such as access to multiple carriers and potentially competitive pricing. However, the franchise model also creates some challenges, primarily in terms of consistency in customer service and claims handling. If you're considering using Brightway, here are a few key things to keep in mind. Research the specific agency. Don't just assume all Brightway agencies are created equal. Look for online reviews and ask for recommendations to find a reputable agent in your area. Compare quotes. Don't rely solely on Brightway. Get quotes from other insurance companies and independent agencies to make sure you're getting the best coverage and price. Inquire about the underlying carriers. Ask your Brightway agent about the financial strength and claims handling reputation of the insurance companies whose policies they are offering. Read the policy carefully. Before you sign anything, make sure you understand the coverage, exclusions, and claims process of the specific policy you're considering. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to use Brightway insurance depends on your individual needs and preferences. By doing your research and asking the right questions, you can make an informed decision and choose the insurance provider that's right for you. It's not about whether Brightway is inherently good or bad. It's about whether a specific agency and the policies they offer are a good fit for your needs. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.